Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. 5 and a 6. I like it. Okay, so this is going to take another turn for the shipyard to be ready. I still need to go to find Fung's thing, but I don't know where it is, so guess there's that. The low end. Wait, what? Tambor is right there? My God, how did I miss this? And in the gun box. Tracking Havenage. This is where we track the Havenage people as well. Gives me money. I'll track all the Havenage people. Only 10 cryo per Havenage thing, but it's free money. I don't think I realized this. I had no idea. Okay, this is the Tambor Tea House. Let's continue this mission then. As you go to leave the Tambor Tea House, a hand falls on your shoulder. As you go... Sleeper. Fung hisses from behind you. How did you find me? Penguin. Penguin? What do you mean? He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean he minds throwing gum in his mouth? Throwing gun in his mouth? He mimes throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but he cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, sit. Fung guides you down a set of stairs to one of the Tambor's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Fung sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name. The tea house is, well, it's a bit of a misnomer though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. Not southern enough, sorry, I will do better. He picks a booth. It's self-fashioned from some old salvaged tank or container, lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types. They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Fung, what's going on? Well, I'm suspended, that's the first thing. And the second thing is I'm pretty sure Hardin wants to drop me off the rim of the eye. He grins. Doesn't bother me though. Shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrolled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? What? What's the plan? Plan. He waves his hand. Let's order first. Fung is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed without a price as a seasonal speciality. So you ran into Hardin? Was he pissed? Fung didn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that everyone would approve of this meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down in a council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. He sighs. But I guess his can't run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at the booth, a slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. A Girol, neat, every time. Reminds me of home. Fung taps the table to order the same. And you? She begins, looking to Feng. Fung. But when she sees him, she suddenly stops. What the? Fung shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. Don't you work here? Fung waves for you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Nod. Fung also starts nodding. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Fung, and only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table, walks off. What? Feng stretches out in the booth. You know what it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in, this is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators, and if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to in the eye, those are the people we have to find. Fung is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the low end, and well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so that when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, I'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get at the good stuff inside. We just need to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, so far I've had no matches in this place. With two of us, we can cover more ground. Ow. Well, Fung has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end and in close proximity to as many people in residences as possible. And it turns out my friend Min Ji needs some help with deliveries. As in Min Ji Express? So you already know him. Perfect. Fung places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you ever get near any of our targets. So all you have to do is take some delivery shifts for old Min Ji, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Fung, don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We're in this together, right? Right. Okay then. Fung slips his slate back under his clothes. Just head on up to Min Ji Express. Take a delivery shift and we'll see what shakes up. If you manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shifts, so that shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past carrying a tray of drinks and sharply catches Fung's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. Sorry. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we called this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it in a pocket. See you soon, Sleeper. Stay safe. Fung adds before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Okay, so we've got some stuff we need to do. Min Ji. Deliveries. Risky express delivery, but with a 5, I can push it further to a 100% positive. 3. Oh, it's a 2. Fine, we'll take it all the way. Damn it, Fung. Fine. Sleeper. You see Fung coming out of the corridor as you step out of Min Ji's. The kelp noodle smell still clinging to your clothes. He comes up fast and stops close, looking around suspiciously. I don't have long. Take these. Fung palms you a couple of those metal thumbnail-sized drives. Rebel worms. My slate has been buzzing like crazy. It seems your delivery shifts have turned up at least 2 targets. He squeezes your shoulders. I knew you could do it. Now we nailed those snakes. I'm ready. Good to hear it. He smiles. Hardin's boys are all connected by some kind of closed network. You break the access protocols on both of them, you should be able to gain the location of the nearest network ports. Slot the ripworms in those ports, 1 each, and they'll feed me anything and everything stored on Hardin's shadow network. He smiles. Can't wait to see what juicy plans they have in there. You hear the scuff of boots as a group comes up the corridor, likely on their way to place an order with Min Ji. You turn for a second, and when you look back, Fung is already halfway down the corridor in the opposite direction. He raises a hand in farewell and is gone. You run your fingers over the tiny ripperworm drives in your pocket and smile to yourself as you wonder how mad Jenna will be at Fung for this little excursion. Time to slot some worms. Is it here? I mean, I assumed it would be, but I might be wrong. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. Minji? Is it a Minji's? No. Harden agent. It's gotta be, right? A harden agent. I assume this is right. Harden agent port unlocked. That's right. Put the worm in. Put the worm in. Havenage agent slotted. Port closed. Yatagan agent. There it is. Harden agent number 2. But right now, I need food from Memphis. 273. We got a lot of cryo. Enough, I think, not to go down to 3. We need it now, though. Do I want a Yatagan dispensary drug? I mean, yes, I got loads of money. Yes. It stops us going down to 3 dice, which is incredible. Like, 3 dice is almost half the action's gone. Could just stick with 3 dice for now. I mean, why do I need more dice? Like, do I need more dice? Maybe I do, actually, because I need to get the right dice for this thing. Let's do one more. End cycle. All cycles must end. Okay, let's do this thing for Fung. I think that's the only thing to do, is to do this thing for him. Oh, wait. Lem and Mina. Before Fung, the crowds have already gathered by the time you get to the shipyard, and you recognize faces among them, people you've worked alongside on the Sidereal. The intervening cycles have turned their excitement to anxiety, and few of them smile at you. Instead, the nervous energy of the crowd fills the space, creating a feedback loop of growing tension. You pick out Lem and Mina and work your way over to them, pushing through the crowd. He silently raises his eyebrows at you. His anxiety obvious, but Mina flashes you a huge smile, unaware of the tension. "Robot!" she shouts, reaching out to you. Hug her. She gratefully accepts your hug, leaning against your chest, and Lem smiles, seemingly glad to share the weight of Mina for just a moment. Quite the turnout, huh? Lem glances around, pulling Mina close. I don't think patience is one of the crowd's strengths. The sound of an argument toward the back catches your and Lem's attention. He's putting it lightly. This place seems set to explode. This isn't good. Lem doesn't dare answer, but the look in his eyes suggests he agrees. "This is Alistair Enghart of the Sealers Foundation." The announcement echoes from the speakers at the shipyard entrance, and shouts of "Quiet!" rapidly follow. "I'm sorry I can't be there to meet you all, and thank you on behalf of Sandra Celis for the work you have done on the sidereal horizon." Most of the crowd strains to see Asta's face, but the small display shows only a ghostly white figure, smudged and unclear. "Sandra wanted me to pass on her personal thanks to your commitment and belief in the Celis Foundation's mission. We chose the Eye for this project because we knew that we would find like-minded individuals here, especially among the ranks of the venerable Havenage Association. Unlike most of the Corps, we neither believe Erlendside to be a threat or a rogue state, but instead an embryo for the formation of a new decentralized social structure, one where each citizen might be the master of their own destiny." A ripple of impatience runs through the crowd. They didn't come here for a sermon. "You are all pioneers, just like those Corps citizens who the sidereal horizon will carry.
in cryosleep to the planet that will become the Foundation's first frontier world, Celis 1.
At the mention of the destination world, excited conversations break out among the workers.
There, our citizens will be able to create their own innovative bottom-up economic order, aligned with the principles set down by Sandra Celis herself. Freedom, resilience, and self-sustenance. This is all thanks to your tireless efforts in the Havenage Yards. As a reward for these efforts, you may know that we are offering a select group the opportunity to join the caretakers of this vision. The staff of the Sidereal Horizon, who will maintain the vessel during its multi-decade transit through interstellar space.
Lem turns to you, his eyes bright. This is it.
This draw has been performed at random by the central AIs of the Foundation, and is final and binding. Please note, only licensed contractors of the Foundation are eligible for this draw. I know you've all been eagerly awaiting this day, and without further delay, I will now read the Celis identification numbers of those chosen for this great honor.
A murmur runs through the crowd. Celis identification numbers? Licensed contractors? You've never even heard the term mentioned. Is this something you were supposed to be assigned? You glance at Lember. His eyes are fixed forward, wide and shimmering. All around you, people are speaking in hushed tones, like a rising wave. Asta starts reading out sequences of numbers and letters, and panic begins to set in. No one seems to know what is happening. Somewhere near the front of the crowd, someone shouts in celebration, and everyone pushes forward. Lem? You turn to see Lem still staring forward. Mina is scared now as the shouts start. Daddy? Someone throws something at the entrance and it rattles against the shipyard doors. You see for the first time Havenage security stood on either side, scared, arguing between themselves. You feel the anger rising in the crowd. Lem, let's go. He doesn't move. They might call out names. I can't. Mina tugs at his dog tags. It's not happening. Lem blinks rapidly and then turns to you. He opens and closes his mouth and looks down at Mina. He sees the fear in her eyes and understands. It's time to go. You lead Lem and Mina out, shoving people aside. As you do, you hear the sound of scuffles emerging at the front of the crowd, of metal canisters bouncing off the shipyard walls. You keep your head down and walk away, the sound of Asta reading off ciphers echoing above the chaos like some strange mantra. When you turn to Lem, there are tear tracks running down his cheeks, and Mina is sniffling into his jacket. You feel the sadness rising in you too. They screwed you. Screwed all of you. You were never even on the list. The feeling is as unpleasant as it is familiar. You stare ahead into the tunnel as the security sirens sound out, a signal for the coming violence. Drive failed? I failed the drive? How? Was I supposed to do something in the Havenage offices? No? What did I do wrong? They screwed us. There's no saving us. Not my fault. You're sad. What am I supposed to do? Okay, fine. Well then... Okay, listen, we're okay. We're gonna be okay. I don't really want to leave anyway, but I was hoping I could get Lem and Mina out. Is there anything I need to... Lem and Mina's unit. There's a note on the door of the unit. Sleeper, gone to find work. Lem. Gotta wait for Lem, unbelievable. What else were we up to? We were up to some stuff on Found of Fury, right? On the Greenway, sorry. We're on Found of Fury. Farm stacks. Oh yeah, we're waiting for the aviary. Mushroom groves is all done. I don't want to steal anything. Can barter for food or work the stacks. I mean... I mean, what am I doing? So let's take a quick look. Let's go from the top and work our way down. So we've been to Greenway. There is some stuff on the hub. The hub. Weightless Wanderer. Maybe this is what we should be doing. Interface +2. And it's only risky. Let's keep going. 50-50. Wow. Let's do it. Weightless Wanderer. I mean, what else can we do? Let's go up here. Bliss. Kisho capsules. Spacer sleeping berths. And the Gimbal Lounge. The only place to sleep on the hub, hacked off a colony ship and welded to the ring. They're surprisingly expensive to rent. Rent a capsule. How long does it rent me a capsule for? Is it like a second? Only 60 cryo. I'll rent a capsule. Beats freaking staying in a shipping container. You hand over the chits and get a passkey for capsule 0451. Time to find yours. Cool, I can sleep in a not in a thing. Let's go talk to Bliss. The voice echoing out of the bay as you pass. Moments later, somebody's Moritz drifts out. Okay, I'm trying to work out what Bliss sounds like. Okay. No way, Moritz. You take these substandard filters back to the shithills who sold you them? Because Bliss is a mechanic. You hear the voice echoing out of the bay as you pass, and moments later someone who you assume is Moritz drifts out of it, dragging a pallet of filter cartridges by a tether. Hey, you there? The same voice echoes out of the entrance. Looking for work? Yes! I just need a hand. Get in here. The voice is coming from somewhere shorter than you expected. She is floating on the okay, her. Might pitch up a little higher then. She's floating in the microgravity of the docking bay beside a half deconstructed life support unit that looks like it might have exploded at some point. She points a wrench in your direction. You know anything about these things? She doesn't wait for an answer. Scratch that, just help me with the casing. Help her. Alright then. She deftly moves around the unit, making space for you beside the central seam in the dented case. Just take a grip here and lift out and up, and then I can get in and unbolt it. She whacks the unit with a wrench. Whole thing is twisted to shite. You dug your fingers under the casing and lift it away, the metal squealing from the force. She puts her hands under, spinning the wrench to slip out the bolts, catching them in her other hand when they spiral free. All good. The casing lifts off, revealing the ornate piping of the unit's interior. She whistles at the mess of ducts and filters. By the way, everyone calls me Bliss. She pats you on the shoulder, offering little in the way of an explanation. What do you do here? Repairs, fit-ups, tear-downs? Blitz starts pushing and pulling at the ductwork, looking for fractured pipes. We haggle for contracts, but the good ones get snapped up quickly by the bigger bays, so here I am trying to get this M2 unit running again for one of the freelance tugs. Small-time stuff. Hold this. She rips out a ribbed pipe and hands it to you like a freshly caught fish. We turn stuff around fast and neat, and maybe we get a chance at landing something bigger. Something starts hissing in the unit, and Bliss quietens it with a precise whack. But to be honest with you, the way things are going, I can already see the other crews licking their lips, ready to take this place over. She looks up at you. I'm almost out of luck. Offer to help. I appreciate it. Let me finish before you jump, though. She keeps working, twisting aside pipes with care. There we are. Bliss pulls a hand from deep inside the unit and out it comes, clutching a lumpen cube, scorched black. This thing must have overloaded and popped half of itself out the side. You both duck down to the side of the unit and spot the exit wound, its edges fringed with more scorch mark. Grab your replacement converter from the racks, will you? Head to the rack. You kick off from the unit and drift over to the wall racks, where a catalogue of parts sits secured in clamps. Coloured tape and scrawled notes flutter across the wall, a complex organisational system of Bliss's own design, or just a big mess. You try to pick out the right part. Replacement converter, the M2. You grab the part and push back to the unit. Bliss holds out an arm and you pass it over, the converter spinning gently as it leaves your hand. Perfect, you passed. She straightens up from the unit. That is, if you want to work it. Bliss rubs her hands clean, looking down at her palms. Truth is, I need a hand here. My partner skipped out on me and left me with a whole mess. You seem like you might at least be better at spotting a clean air filter than Moritz. I'd be happy to. Wait, she frowns at the racks. That's not all of it. My old business partner, they rinsed the place, emptied the accounts. To bid for jobs, we need to put down deposits, bring in parts, pay tug fees. For that, she looks nervous, embarrassed. We need chits. A way to pay for work? Come on, it's not like that. We'd be partners. Straight split. Bliss settles herself against the unit and looks off into the distance. I guess I look pretty stupid. Here I am asking any random passerby to be my business partner. No offense. She manages a smile. I mean, I get it. Thanks. She meets your eye. I appreciate it. Bliss goes back to working on the unit. Look, it's no pressure. You find the money or you find someone who has, or you just forget the whole thing. I mean, up to you. She gestures for you to help her refit the casing, and you both slot it back into place. I think I'm good to wrap this one up for now, but if you're into it, come back and we can bid on a new contract. Something to get our teeth into, something that pays. She gives you a serious look. You can trust me. I don't say this stuff lightly. You kick away from the bay, propelling yourself back into the handholds at the entrance. You slip out with a wave, and as you do, someone slips back in. You hear Bliss as you glide down the passageway. Moritz, I swear to God, if those filters aren't clean. You smile. Seems like this could be interesting. Seed money. Oh my goodness. 100? Cryo? The Gimbal Lounge Spacer Bar. Buy a spacer meal. Capsule 045. I can sleep in this little place. What advantage is there to sleeping there? I do not know, but at least it's not a freaking storage container. I need to spend 100 cryo on Bliss. I mean, that's a lot. I suppose now would be the time to be poor again. You know? I don't know if it's a good idea to be that poor, though. Again. Like, I need money for food. And that's only barely enough money for food. Well, I've been walking in Memphis. I don't know where to go from here. I mean, I feel like I can't afford 100 credits. That's a very large amount of money. On the Greenway, we got mushrooms, and mushrooms in another cycle. So I think mushrooms are the right choice. Got a 6 and a 2. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh my goodness. The Yatagan agents. No, wait. It's not the Yatagan agents I want the Harden agents. Damn. 5, 3, and a 1. Like the only things I don't have. Havenage agent, I need the Harden agent. Well, I can't use that. Okay, fine. Well, I can, though, get a Yatagan agent. May as well use the 2, right? Plenty of... Because, I mean, there's no hunter anymore. And I can sell them. Get more money. And money, it turns out, we need... So we'll put this in here. Start trading Yatagan data. It's only 10, isn't it? It's only 10. Nice! I have a 6th. I don't know where to spend it. Doxy for the Antian. Take a bar shift. Feels like a waste. What option do we have, really? Nothing else to spend it on, I don't think. Unless... would work for Rabia. Which I kind of feel like we're gonna need to in order to get help from... to save Sabine. They're both just risky. Let's do it. I got scrap components. What? Because it's... No, they just gave me scrap components. Okay, that wasn't great. But let's go up to the place. Go sleep in our new digs. All cycles need to end. We rest in our new digs. See if there's any advantage to sleeping up here. There is not, it seems. There is not. I did get scrap components, which is really good. I'll use them. Use them, may as well top up my thing. Keep me on 6 for a bit longer. 5 dice even. Alright, well, a good sleep, and then we go down. I almost have enough money. 123 isn't bad. We descend to the rim. We'll go and talk to the... go and see the Yatagan agent. Not Yatagan agent, Harding agent. Harding agent, there we are. 5, 3, and a 1. Put the 1 in. Bypass. Extract data. Very good, everyone. Very good. Gives me the Harding agent port. Put in the Ripper Worm. And away we go. Boom. Another mission complete. Fung. As you walk into the tambour, you quickly spot Fung arguing with Jenna. I'm not getting involved. It doesn't look good. Fung seems to be explaining something, but Jenna is having none of it. She points to the door and Fung walks away, catching your eye as he turns. Could have done with you getting here a minute or two ago. He glances back at Jenna. Well, either way, it looks like I'm fired. Good news is that it doesn't look like I need the job anyway. He takes out his slate, pulsing with pale light. Now, let's take a look at what you really are here for. The slate is a whirring mess of code streams, coming direct from the Ripper Worms as they dig through the agent's data and spin it into threads for the slate to pick up. Anything good? Fung scrolls this display with a finger. A lot of junk, a lot of dull as hell message threads, a lot of tedious data caches, but Fung's eyes flash. Definitely some good stuff. He stops the screen. He stops the screen scrolling on an entry and expands it. Check this out. Fung shows you the screen. You see a bold corporate logo, not Solheim's, and a word below. Conway, Fung says. He's working with Conway. Conway Extractions, right? Fung nods. He's been speaking with them personally. Got a whole chain of messages here, but it's mostly encrypted or redacted. He rubs his head. Damn it, this is juicy, but we can't nail him with it. He scrolls some more. Wait. What's this? A wasteland reclamation facility? Right here on the eye? He glances at you. What's the bet this place is tucked into the wastes? The wastes? It's a section of the eye Erlen couldn't reclaim. looks too damaged, too cut off. Back before the collapse, people would have gone there by going down the connected spoke from the hub, but that spoke's broken now. The only way is the long way around the rim past the greenway. Shows you on his slate. Fung looks away, thinking, Conway had been making moves on the system since the collapse. I heard they took over one of Solheim's old belt colonies a while ago. Moved everyone out, reclaimed the whole rock. Why work with Hardin? Access, old connections? I'm not sure. Fung looks back at the screen. But if Hardin's involved in it, then... no, we need to check it out. Simple as that. So what's next? Fung stares out into the middle distance. We have to get to that facility. The answer to whatever Hardin has been prepping, been planning, has to be there. And we're gonna catch him in the act. Give me 5, maybe 6 cycles, and then I'll see you on the greenway. I seem to remember there are some old service docks in the outer shell, up by the Haifa building. Should be a good place to meet. Fung squeezes your shoulder. Thanks again, Sleeper, for sticking with this. I haven't forgotten about that tracker of yours either, but I'm gonna need to be back in my bay to pull a solution together. He turns the slate around to face you, showing a massive scrolling code. I've been working on a fix in my breaks. Winks. Fung grins. See you soon, Sleeper. And he walks out of the bar and walks out of the door of the tambour without looking back. Another upgrade point. So, okay. So, Lem and Mino, we need to give it 2 more cycles. Down here, we need to give it 1 more cycle for 2 more cycles for the Sidereal Horizon. 2 more cycles there. The Bantian, nothing else to do there for now. The distillery, we are going to need the dispensary eventually, but not for a while. The fabricator, Auto Exchange, Emphasis Stall, Low End, Tambor Tea House. We could go to Rabia's office and keep working for Rabia. But it's a long old journey. And we could go up. But it's 100 credits. It's a lot of cryo to put into Bliss. And then in the Greenway now... oh wait, have the mushrooms come through? Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, now I can harvest them. Now I understand. No, I get it. I can harvest them. Neutral outcome, 2 random mushrooms. Negative outcome, 1 Girol caps. Negative outcome, another Girol cap. I have Girols now. Oh, I have to germinate more spores to make more. Gotcha. Okay. So now I've got 3 of these. Wait, can I continue after all this time? Emphasis job? Emphas. I can indeed. The hell did Emphas sound like? Actually, may have to look this up. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I got it. I forgot. I totally didn't understand. We need to go see. him. We have to wait for Emphasis stall. Girol's prep is being prepped at Emphasis for 3 more turns. Okay, sure. So next cycle, Sidereal Horizon. Got the mushrooms in where they need to go. I've got a 5. I mean, the only thing we need to do is Rabia's office, unless I want to spend 100. But Rabia's office, like, will give me scrap. Which is actually pretty freaking amazing, right? Scrap components is so good because it gives me the opportunity to stay on high condition. Ascend to the hub, we're going to bed. Ladies and gents, and those for whom such a binary assignment doesn't match your lived experience, we are going to bed. All cycles need to end, including, it seems, this one. Some pretty good rolls. 5, 5, 4, 2, 1. We're going to use the scrap components and top up my condition. Repair the minor damage. And from there, we're going to head down, back to the rim. Sidereal. Oh, another turn. I forget Sidereal Horizons. Got 6, not 3. How many points have I got? 2. All cryo actions are discounted by 20%. Does that include like paying? Does that include paying her? 20% off 100 is like 20. Bliss's Bay. Do I get to 20% off all cryo actions? Good golly, that's a lot. That's probably worth it. I can do that. I can afford that. I think I can afford that. Let's go work for Bliss. Because maybe it'll pay off. I mean, maybe. Maybe. Oh, another 3 wait. Yep. Okay, fine. Well, seed money has gone to Bliss. Nothing else for us to do up here. Wait, is there? Can I work in Gimbal Lounge? No. I can buy a spacer meal. Okay, so over on the Greenway, we're gonna meet with Fung, but not yet, right? What? What is this? Is this Fung? Oh my gosh. 6 cycles? The wastes, the ruined agriculture systems, nothing I can do here. The Haifa commune. Oh yeah, we were doing this. Oh, there's a safe one here, we can do that. Do I want to work for the Haifa commune? The answer to that question is absolutely not, but a negative outcome just keeps on pushing this up. Do I want to become a Haifa member that bad? It's a safe one. I absolutely do not. We'll use it another time. I think I want to kind of help Sabine. And the only way to help Sabine is to deal with Rabia's office. Now, if I patrol the ward, will that give me money? It's risky, but it isn't dangerous. Although over here... Yeah, let's go put a big one into patrol the ward, see if I get money. I do not, I get energy. And it still just pushes 1 up for the Yatagan Insider. It's a lot of work to become a Yatagan Insider. It's full of energy, so now I've got a 5 and I don't know where to put it. I could just become more of a Yatagan Insider. I mean, I may as well, right? Let's just collect tithes and get more scrap. The money is the problem, right? So the only other thing is we could do with money. So maybe we spend a little bit just working in the bounty yard. It's got to give us some money. 15 cryo. 61, huh? How much did the whatever cost, the stabilizer? 64. Woo! It was 100, now it's just 64. Very good. Very, very good. All right, let's go. What else have we got to do? Got some scrap to keep myself up. All cycles must end. So, okay, let's go to Lem and Mina next, I think. Oh, Sidereal Horizon's probably ready as well. What a roll. Good rolls, everyone. Very good. Put the scrap components in, as we always do, to keep ourselves in tip-top shape. Wait, what the hell was that? Sidereal dock? Sidereal is being loaded and prepped. Among all the commotion, is it possible to find a way on board? Risky but not dangerous, but no plus. I get a plus to intuit. Used all the upgrade points. Well, I mean, maybe we just play the risk. Play the odds. Because the 5 will get us a little closer. Neutral. Risky. On a 4. Neutral. Risky. On a 4. Negative. Lose some energy, but I can afford some energy. Risky again. Positive outcome. And a 3. Yeah, let's just blow it all. I need a way on board, and there's a 25% chance I find one right now. Okay, well, poop. Let's go to the Gimbal Lounge and just get ourselves some food. Beautiful. Plus energy. And then we sleep. Wait. Let's go down to the car and just... Lem and Mina. Is there anything down here? No, it's gone. It's gone up top. There's no answer when you buzz Lem's unit, but the door is open. You push the door and find Mina sitting in the middle of the floor playing with Bun Bun. Hey, Mina. Hi, robot, says Mina, suddenly waving Bun Bun's paw without looking up. There's Daddy. Mina doesn't respond. She walks Bun Bun across the floor, narrating quietly to herself. You look around the unit. It's a mess. Dishes and glasses on the side, some of Mina's clothes piled up in a corner. Mina is sitting by her bag, which is spilled out across the floor. Her drawing slate cracked and dark. Tidy up. You start with the kitchen units, piling up the dishes in the auto wash and wiping them down. You pile the clothes up next, folding them neatly. Mina watches you quietly as she plays, curious, but silent. You've just started to learn. You just started to look at fixing her cracked slate when Lem enters. Sleeper, what are you... He pauses and looks from you to Mina and back again. Never mind. He drops the bag by the door and slumps on the couch. Where were you? Lem ignores your question, asking one of his own instead. What are you doing here? Mina's not supposed to let anyone in. He glances at her disapprovingly, but she shoots back her own angry look. Look, now's not a good time. I want to help. Help? Unless you have a sidereal ticket or 2 on you, I don't think there's much you can do here. He pinches the bridge of his nose. You understand they never even put us on the list, right? I've been all around the rim looking for work and I've run into more than a few of the crews. It turns out only long-time Havenish members were issued those C-list ID numbers. They never planned to consider us. Havenish say they didn't even know what that was what they were going to use to make the draw. And who knows, maybe Sellers pulled the wool over their eyes. What does it matter? All those hours in the yards for a hand-to-mouth wage and nothing else. He slams his hand down on the sofa. It can't be it. Well, it is. He looks at the open door again. They're moving the sidereal up to the hub now, you know, he says without meeting your eye. That's where it'll depart from. They're bringing their ship with all their cryosleep pioneers and transferring them up there in microgravity before loading the crew. We could sneak aboard. You think they're just going to let people on board? The security they'll have has to be impossible. He looks over at Mina. Look, we'll be fine. We always have been. I just need a little time. He sighs. We've had our hearts set on that trip, is all. Mina comes over and climbs into his lap. He smiles. What if I got you on board? I missed you these past few cycles. It's that optimism. Lem strokes Mina's hair. Look, you want to go up to the hub and ask around? Be my guest. I can't get up there with Mina down here. And I'm sure the sidereal will bring a crowd. But be careful. This kind of thing always attracts scammers and thieves. You find anywhere on board, you take it. You need help to get there, ask me, but for now, me and Meanie here stick into the eye. She looks up at him and smiles. I'll find a way. For us all. Lem smiles but doesn't say anything. You stand to leave and Mina grabs your hand, eager to give you one more smile. Then you are out, back in the waterways of the low end, already thinking of plans to make this right. And while we're thinking of plans to make this right, we go to bed. Because we're out of dice, and all cycles must end. But next cycle, all bets are off. A couple of sixes. Very good. This is very good. To the sidereal dock. Risky, we're going to blow the 4 and hope for a non-negative outcome. Way on board has been found. Castor.
Quite the achievement, isn't she?
Sendra Celis must be proud.
Sendra Celis must be proud.
You turn quickly to see a figure, hooded and tucked into the shadows near the viewing platform. Do I know you?
Sadly, no. But I do know you. Or at least, I've seen you passing through the low end. You shouldn't rush through so much. The low end's pleasures tend to reward the wanderer.
He looks around, but the platform is clear.
We should be quick in our conversation, but I don't wish to unsettle you. I deal in data, and I believe you might have need of some.
Castor walks out to stand beside you on the platform. The telltale clunk of magnetic boots accompanies his slow crossing. He notices you looking at them.
I don't much like it up here,
he explains.
I hear there was some trouble at the Havenage shipyard when they announced the results of the crew lottery.
They screwed us.
I know.
He sighs, meeting your eye.
An ugly business. Celis are too used to the way things work at the core. Exploitation is the only logic they know.
He gestures out at the sidereal.
You know why they built this monstrosity on the eye?
Control.
Certainly. There's no corporate oversight over here. But that's not all.
He stares at the pristine yellow hull.
Celis built it here,
says Castor gravely.
Because they don't want anyone to know it exists.
He rubs his forehead.
And secrecy is something I cannot abide.
He turns to face you.
There are people being loaded onto that ship as we speak. Sleeping people, locked in cryo-sleep like the person that you were emulated from. There are hundreds of them. And Celis wants to sell them out to a planet at the edge of the settled systems without anyone knowing where it is. But you, Sleeper, can do something about that. You're like me. You deal with data. You can read it right out of the air. With someone like you on that ship, secrecy isn't a problem. You can ping back whatever I need whenever I need it, as long as you are on board. With you on the sidereal and with some minor modifications,
he pauses.
You can be my eyes and ears. I will keep track of Celis, grand project through you. In short,
says Castor, stretching,
I can get you aboard, Sleeper, but I'm going to need you to help me.
Who are you?
I'm a concerned party. Someone who likes to know what's happening when it's happening, not afterwards.
I'm not going.
Then no one is going. If you can help us, we can make allowances for your friend, Lem, too. Make sure they're assigned a winning ID, but if you don't go, the deal is off.
Castor clunks closer to the window, watching the tugs wheeling around the sidereal.
It's a simple offer, and the only one that will get you on that ship. Please consider it.
He turns back, silhouetted against the ship.
But to make it happen, I need your assistance, as I said. There is a Celis Foundation ship docked in the now empty shipyard. I need the data from its servers. That will allow me to produce the IDs necessary for your transit.
Castor looks over his glasses at you.
Celis aren't stupid, though. Their ship is totally isolated from the station. You'll need to get on board if you want access to their air-walled servers. Once you have the data, meet me at your friend's unit so we can give him the good news.
He smiles.
I noticed his importance to you and the little one. So cute. You don't extract the data before the sidereal horizon leaves the hub, then I will get the message. We have other options, but you are certainly my preferred one. But be sure when you act, Sleeper. Once you take the data from Celis, you'll set off a series of events that will be likely hard for you to untangle yourself from. Either way, I recommend you stop asking around up here. You're bringing a lot of attention to yourself.
Castor glances around as if to emphasize his point.
There are only a handful of cycles until departure, Sleeper. Make your decision.
With that, Castor marches off the platform, the sound of his mag boots fading away, leaving you to contemplate the sidereal horizon and the part it may play in your future.
Well, well, well.
That's actually pretty tricky, isn't it? I mean, so he wants me to go to the dock and do some dodgy things. Sell us a ship. Bluff past security. I can bluff past security very easily, actually. Oh, yeah. A +3 because... Oh, I could only do it once. Hey, sure, that's fine. A risky, but I got a 6, so let's play our hand. $50-50, let's blow the 1 and hope. Damn it. Damn, and double damn. We have to blow the 6. That's the only way. It's the only way. We need to infiltrate at a rate of knots. Infiltrate right now. That 50-50 cost us, my friends. That 50-50 really cost us. Let's ascend to the hub. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait a cycle. We're gonna end the cycle. Or wait, complete active scenes. There's more active scenes? I was ready to end the cycle. I'm guessing that's fun. Cross to the Greenway, let's go find fun. Is he waiting for us? No. What am I missing? Or who? Emphis! Emphis is preparing the Girol caps. He had to heavily adapt this recipe, he says, but the smell is already incredible. It emanates from a strange purplish white bulb you have never seen before. He's slicing it finely. He brushes and slices the mushrooms, and he places them in the wok with the sliced bulb and the oil. They caramelize there, in that well-worn crucible. He adds liquids, transparent and opaque, and then turns down the heat. A sprinkle of leaves is the final touch.
We have a moment, Sleeper?
He smiles.
Do you have a story?
Something in the scent of the food gives you a feeling of nostalgia, something distant and melancholic. Seems like the story should match that feeling somehow. Maybe you will feel better for telling about it. Recall your oldest memories. You start by explaining that when you are emulated from a person, many of your memories are left behind. Perhaps it's an intentional part of the process, a way of keeping sleepers ignorant and malleable. Or perhaps it's a side effect of the imperfect emulation. You admit that you don't really know. What you do know is that some memories survive, and some, and on occasion, they come back to you, like shadows passing overhead. You detail one recurring memory which, despite returning to you with enough regularity for you to think it familiar, always fades as quickly as it arrives. You struggle to explain the feeling of being whole for a moment that comes with this memory, and then how that wholeness slips away to leave you feeling like you have forgotten something important, but just can't bring it to mind. Emphis nods throughout, cooking as he does with deft and skillful movements. You start to trail off when you realize you can't find the words to explain how the memories you do have feel like both yours and someone else's at the same time, and how that always fills you with certain sadness. The sadness of remaining forever unknown, even to yourself. Emphis finishes cooking and meets your eye.
I'm sorry, Sleeper, for your troubles.
He puts the wok to one side.
I appreciate you sharing with me.
He smiles.
I hope it lightens you a little.
He passes you a bowl and heaps the girolles into it, their yellow colour mixing with the pale sauce in whirls and blooms.
Eat.
The dish is delicious, filling. It warms you as you eat in a way you weren't even sure your body could be warmed. It's a small mercy, you think, as Esenarp left you this pleasure. Many of the features of frames are there to simulate human experience, you know that much. Emulated minds cannot be rewired, so their need for embodied experience must be met. That is why you breathe even when you do not need air. Without that simulation, the sensation of drowning would be unbearable. Food serves another purpose. Your frame is able to metabolize it to produce energy from the raw material. Vitamins and minerals are excess, of course. Your frame only needs raw power. So much is wasted. And yet, while you eat this food and feel that warmth, nothing feels wasted. It all means something to you. As you finish, Emphis takes the bowl, the last of his cleaning. He smiles at you, and neither of you feel the need to say anything more. Instead, you simply exchange nods and walk your separate ways back into the bright market, somehow changed. Wonderful. Oh, and now he needs Spatsuka broth. I have only... Wait. I only have one. Don't have two. He's giving me a discount on his food as well. I freaking love Memphis. Memphis? Whatever his name is. Now... Sleep. End cycle. Okay, so Lemon Mina, let's get them out. Some good rolls here. 6 to 5, 4, 3, 2, wait. Moritz. Blitz's assistant. This is Blitz's assistant. Hey, I need a good voice for Moritz. Hey. A quiet voice greets you as you leave. Sleeper, it's me. Do I know you? Moritz, he pauses. I work for Bliss. He rubs the back of his head. You are not an easy person to find. I move around. Moritz holds up his hands. Hey, no judgment, it's cool. You both stand there for a moment, each waiting for the other to speak. So... Bliss needs you. A job came in, a real big one. She's asking for you to come up and help her out. He nods sagely. I'll be right there. Nice, yeah. Moritz stands there for a little while, unsure if the message is delivered. We are done. All right, no need to be like that. He rubs his hands together before burying them in his jacket pockets. See you, Sleeper. Moritz ambles off down the corridor, kicking the filter cap on his way out. Time to head to Bliss's Bay, then. No, it is not. I will not go to Mr. Bliss's Bay because I need to go to Sidereal Dock. Wait. I don't know what I'm doing. Isn't there a... Like, don't I need to get the... Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, of course, it's not up here. I need to go to the ship down here and break in. I've broken in. Now I just need to extract data. Turn a 4 into a 6. Steal it all. 53 cryo and Celis's data. Excellent, that's good. Got some money. Got what I need. It's the only thing, like, I understand that this means we're gonna have to leave Tala. I understand that's not what I want, but I have to save Lerman Mina. I have to. I have to. Well, nothing more for me to do there. I guess I just wait. Bliss has an idea. A full system flush with tracer fluid to reveal the tanks. Brilliant and dangerous. Sealing links. The tanker's crew have detected a set of links they need to isolate and seal them as soon as possible. That's where you come in. It's very cool. I mean, it's flushing the system seems like a good idea. And it's a +2. So I could turn that 5 into a 6 and just do it. Or I could turn this 3 into a 5 and have 50% chance. If it's positive or neutral, it's going to happen. Positive! +4 sealing the leaks. Which means that I should just be able to plug in... Oh, -1. Still a positive outcome. And a 6 positive outcome. -1. Well, positive or neutral is not terrible. Positive outcome. We did it! As you both wait for the airlock, for it to cycle back to the bay, Bliss thumps you on the arm. Nicely done, Sleeper. We cleared the contract, no problem. She stretches. Once you're back in the bay, we can check if the payment has come through and divided up. She stretches. Feels good. The airlock clunks and the lights flicker. And a moment later, you're back in the bay where Moritz is at the racks, trying to figure out where the mess of tools Bliss left in her wake should be hung. Hey, Moritz. Moritz looks over his shoulder. Sleeper. He spins a wrench in his hand. Looks like clean work out there. He nods respectfully. You look over at Bliss, who's already gliding over to her management console. She twirls a little as she crosses the cavernous bay. No one you've ever met moves quite as well in Zero G as she does. Looks like she was born into it. Shit. Bliss slams a fist onto the console. Shit. Shite. What's up? I can't even... Bliss closes her eyes. Come here. Bliss calls you over. Look at this. Just look. She spins the terminal screen. You can see the details for the bay's account. You see an entry for the Ember's wake. A repair fee paid in full the moment he finished up the job. But then directly after, the whole account was transferred back into another, unknown account. What the hell? This is the work of my ex. She punches the terminal. He must have coded a back door into the machine before he left. She rubs her forehead. There's no way he can... She pauses, thinking, Moritz, throw me that wrench. You going to fix it? Morris spins the wrench across the bay. Bliss smiles. Something like that. Bliss brings the wrench down on the terminal hard. You flinch backwards as a hail of computer parts spill up into the bay in a glittering arc. Fragments of screen, memory, sections of casing. When Bliss is done, she clips the wrench into her tool belt. Try backdooring your way into that, you shit. Morris drifts out from his hiding place among the racks. Bliss, he says tentatively. You want me to... He looks at the arc of fragments drifting around the bay nervously. Bliss shakes her head. No, she sighs. I've got it. You just go get me a new terminal. Cheapest you can find. Cobble one together from Priestess at the Ort Exchange if you have to. Bliss. She looks over at you. I'm good now. Bliss glides over to a panel by the wall. Don't worry. One of the first things I had installed when she spec'd out of this place with... One of the first things I had installed when we spec'd out this place was a cleaning sweep. She flicks over a plastic cover on a huge red button. Watch yourself. She hammers the button and a row of laser emitters unfold from the bay wall. They start crawling their way across the work area, frying the debris as they go. In pulses of burning light. Bliss smiles. Is that or just space the whole bay every few cycles? What now? Bliss sighs. We keep at it. The cleaning sweep buzzes and crackles as it works its way across the bay. That account wasn't everything. I'm not that stupid. Once Morris gets back, I'll secure it and flush everything else. She flicks a nearby piece of debris in the path of the sweep. Clean break. Then we can take another contract. That's it. She shuts off the sweep as it reaches the near end of the bay. You want the cryo back? Oh, I want it, but it's gone. You could have transferred it anywhere. She looked out across the hub. And even if I knew where he was, the last thing I'd ever want is to see him again. She rubs her forehead. I'm sorry, Sleeper. I know you worked for this too, but next time won't be the same. That's okay. She smiles. See you in a few cycles. Moritz will let you know. She winks and kicks off into the bay to finish cleaning up. Well, I got robbed. That's not ideal. Still got a 2 to spend. Go and do a shift, maybe? Do a shift? Should we do a shift? Is there... are we soon enough? Is it too early to go to the Greenway and go see Fun? 2 cycles too early. 2 cycles too early. Okay, well... Castor. Castor. When you arrive at Lem and Mina's unit, Castor is already waiting outside, leaning beside the door.
Forgive me, Sleeper, but Celis is already buzzing with the news of the breach. I was expecting you.
Will this work?
Don't worry, the breach cannot be traced to specific IDs I am about to create.
Castor reaches into a pocket and produces a sleek green and white hand terminal.
The data, please.
Hand it over. You hand over a drive with the data and Castor flashes around for a converter cable. Hook it up. Fishes around for a converter cable to hook it up. He slots it into the terminal, and after some whirring, a set of 2 transparent films marked with numeric sequences are produced.
2 tickets to an uncertain future.
Castor smiles to himself.
Child will go with Lem, of course.
He pockets them.
These are yours, but
First, he holds out a white cube.
your side of the deal.
What is it?
Something to help us make use of you.
He passes you the square and you rest it in your palm. A small, white, perfect cube. Suddenly you feel a sharp pain and flinch. The cube jumps from your hand and rattles along the walkway. You look at Castor apologetically. Castor smiles.
Not to worry, it's done its job. Now, this is for you to do yours.
You look down and see a tiny pinprick in the center of your palm.
Nothing sinister.
Castor puts the terminal away.
This way we can keep track of you and the sidereal horizon.
I didn't agree to this.
You did, Sleeper.
Castor adjusts his glasses.
You have to understand that I could have done without you knowing. This way everything is on the table, so to speak.
Castor hands you the transparent films, and you see shimmering portals of you and Lem flickering beneath the surface.
Go, give them the good news.
And he reaches out, reaches across, buzzes the unit. Lem slides open the door, half dressed in his gear. Sleeper, what brings you up here? Come in. He beckons you inside. You look to the side, expecting to see Castor, but the wall is empty. The unit is cleaner, better organized than last time. Lem sits at the thin bar and gestures for you to sit. Mina's with some of the local kids. Someone has started doing lessons down the way. She seems to like it. Sit. You sit at the bar. What's up, Sleeper? I have some news. Out with it, then. I have Celis IDs for us. You have? Lem freezes. How? He blinks rapidly as if to wipe you from his vision. Does that mean... Yep. Lem stands up and paces around the unit. We have to pack. He starts laughing. Holy shit, we have to pack. He turns back to you smiling. How the hell did you swing this, Sleeper? I made a deal. What a deal. Color me impressed. You show him the ID films and he whistles at the portraits. Impressive stuff. He pats you on the shoulder. You should stay until Mina gets home. We can tell her together. Sure. The buzzer goes. That'll be her. Lem gets up and opens the door. Mina, a bundle of energy and life, rushes into the room. Robot, she shouts. Lem picks her up. Mina, you won't believe what they brought us. You flash her the passes and she looks confused. We're going away after all, Meanie. He lifts her up above her head. Lifts her up above his head, I assume, on that big, beautiful ship. Mina screams and Lem laughs. He puts Mina down and she runs over to you and hugs your legs. I love you, robot, she says quietly, so only you can hear. I love you too. And a while later, when you leave, you don't even think to check for Castor by the door until it's too late. You stop and turn halfway down the walkway, but there's nothing there. Even a little white cube that pricked your hand is gone. So you keep walking back through the low end, deep in thought, excited and scared all at once. Well, I think we try and collect tithes. Because I need to keep my 6. Oh, it didn't give me a thingy. Am I wrong? It's not here? Well, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna have only 4 next cycle. Screw it. Are we leaving? Is this it? Are we gone? What about my friends? Oh well. Let's go. We got some good rolls, that's good. Okay. Descend to the rim, maybe it's down here. Oh, there's several, of course, rounds before it goes, right? So what do we need to do? Traveling merchants, ship fragments. I don't really need ship mine fragments. I do, however, buy scrap. It's a good idea. I might buy 2 scrap. I realize it's money. Although I could just buy... Yeah, you're probably right. We probably shouldn't get scrap. It's not cheap enough compared to just getting a 64 for cryo. 64 for cryo, 64 for the thing that will give us infinite condition for the time. It's definitely the way to go. How do I get paid? I need money. Let's go work in the Bantian. Wait, did I get, no, I didn't, I got energy. Well, I could get energy from Rabia's office at least. Intuit 0, risky. I get energy. Let's get energy. Plus energy. Plus Yatagan Insider. Why don't we do another one? Money is a bit of a pickle. Money is a bit of a pickle. As you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back to the low end, a chirruping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with a suit sealant tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper! Sabine's voice crackles through. I've seen you with Yatagan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A high whine. I am sorry if I have dragged you into this. I do not... Let me try again. I do this. I am sorry if I have dragged you into all this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang. Some kind of power struggle. You cover the speaker a little. The voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I have located most of their properties. At the right time. A pause. I will see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. You stare at the recorder, processing what you've just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An ARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into an empty waste chute as you leave the corridor, still unsure who to trust, and head quietly out of the low end. Sabine, what are you tangled up in? Risky, huh? Let's do a couple of bar shifts. I don't mind. Do a couple of bar shifts, pick up some cryo. 90 cryo, are you kidding me? It's so good. 2 goes to a 3 here. Let's do it. Neutral outcome, another 13 cryo. It's 103. Absolutely legendary amount of cryo. How am I going to survive without... That's a very good question. How am I going to survive? Ascend to the hub. I don't think there's anything more for us to do. I think we sleep. I think we sleep. I've got a weird problem, haven't I? Because the sidereal dock is like... In several cycles, the sidereal horizon will set out. You'll either be on board or not. It's another 6 cycles. It's a long wait. Let's go check in on Fung. I'm really willing to give up my life here. I mean, it's a terrible place, but I have a home here. Fung, one more turn. I for commune. I don't really want to be part of the I for commune for now. Okay. 4 dice is fine. 4 dice isn't too bad. So next turn, Fung. Try and save Sabine. Get off world. It's the only way I'm going to get Lem off. That's all there is. All cycles must end. We rest. And now we prepare for the next one.